It's been more than 24 hours. It's been a few days. I've been busy doing other things, but should be all glued up now, nice and dry. So we'll take these off and take a look at it. It looks pretty good. Now, while I was waiting for this to dry, I started thinking, you know, I made a mistake. What I should have done, instead of this one big piece in the middle, what I should have done is taken two small pieces and made two halves. Because now I have to go in, I have to split that down the middle. And I know that's not going to go as well as I'd like, but anyway, we'll see how it turns out. I know it's too big, but we're going to be trimming. So anyway, I'll cut that off now. And then I guess I'll try to split this down the middle. See how that goes. And then I'll try to attach the knife to it. Okay, you can't see the line, I'm sure, but that's about as close to the middle, I think, as I'm going to get. So, we'll try this. Okay, that didn't go well. I don't know if I can fix that or not. Probably not. Okay, anyway, take a look at it. Okay, what I've done to try to correct this is I went back and I resawed the length of this one. So I cut a piece off of here, and now I'm going to put it on this side. I'm using tacky glue in this case because it sticks quicker. And we'll see how it looks after I get this done. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And I'll be back with you in a minute, okay? Okay, I put it back together. And it doesn't look, you know, too bad maybe. We'll have to see. Anyway, I'm going to let this dry. And while I'm doing that, I'll start working on the tube. Well, no surprises here, just disappointment. Okay, so let's work on the tube now for a while. Okay, so now we're going to start with the trying to fill this tube. From what I've seen on the internet, what you do is you take a tube, you cut it off the length you want, cut these off, then you get epoxy, and you force the epoxy down the tube, and you put these in there, let it harden, and you know, then you're ready to go to use them as pins in the knife itself. My problem was, how do I get this epoxy down this little tube, right? So I went out and I tried to find a syringe. Couldn't find a syringe at the places I went. I know they're out there somewhere, but the 3 stops that I made before I gave up on it didn't have them. So what I did find though at Ace Hardware is this epoxy. Now this epoxy actually comes with a syringe type fixture. Now, theoretically, this thing goes on here, and then as you push down this tube, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a spiraling element in the middle of this tube that then swirls it and it mixes it as it goes down the tube. And that I think I can force in here and squeeze it down. Probably, I don't know, maybe 6 inches. I'm gonna make it 6 inches. That'll give me 2 3-inch halves, and there's no way I'm going to need more than that to go through this block. That should be more than enough. So I'm going to cut these into 6 inches. It's going to look like that, I guess, because that's as many as I can get in here. It's not exactly, it would have been nice if I had gotten 4 and then circle the center one. But I think I'm just going to go with that. I haven't given it just a little bit of thought, which is unusual for me, thinking about it. I think I'm going to take the type or some CA glue. I think I'm going to tack these rods together. I'm just going to tack it, excuse me, I'm just going to tack it at each end. And hopefully not to my fingers. It's kind of cool today, so we don't know how this is going to, how long this is going to take. But anyway, I'm going to do this with the 3 copper rods. And I'll be back when I'm done with that. I went in and glued that. I put some blue tape around it to hold it together while it's drying. So I think it's dry now. Note to self, edit a lot of this tape ripping out. What I'm going to do, I think, is I just break this off. Looks like you put it on and then twist it to hold it on. Okay. Now I'm going to force this down this tube. And then I'm going to force this down right behind it, I think. Of course. The gluing them together didn't work because they became, the way I had them glued together, they were bigger than this diameter of this tube. So I pulled 2 of them apart, left that one together so I can put that in there, and then I'll have to slide this as many as I can get in after the fact. guessing this isn't going to work either. Okay, it comes out, swirls around in a spiral. Maybe it'll work. Okay, I don't see it working. So let's do it this way. Of course, this way I could have just used regular epoxy. It comes out of the tube. It comes out of this thing okay, but it doesn't go into the tube. It stops. Anyway. Well, that's not going to go. So I guess I'm going to have to go with just 3 of the small copper tubing things. Seems like a lot of waste because all of this, all the epoxy that's in this tube, it's just wasted, I guess. I don't know how you get that out of there ever. So bear that in mind. You're going to get that much waste no matter what. Planning on the regular epoxy, maybe get some kind of coloration put in there to help color the epoxy. I don't know how I would have done it with this thing. So anyway, I'm going to let that sit for, I don't know, an hour or so and hope for the best. Anyway, so I have the handle, at this point I have the handle trying to correct it with gluing it back together. I have this thing glued or epoxied, and we'll see how that turns out. So I'm going to go do something else that I actually know how to do. So we'll be back later after some of this stuff dries up. Okay, I went outside and I took my frustrations out on a couch. Breaking up one, and with a hammer and a crowbar and all that kind of stuff. And it was the kind of thing I needed to do after messing with this thing. But I feel better now, so let's see what we have. This looks like it's set up pretty good. I don't care about the outside, what the outside looks like, because most of it's, or all of it's going to be inside of, the wood itself. I took the wood apart, it glued, it goes back. It fits together reasonably well, considering, all the sanding and cutting I'm going to have to do anyway. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try it. See how it goes. So I guess where I'm at now, I'm going to cut this in half. And then I'm going to locate where I want this to fit in here, so it'll fit together. And we'll see how that goes. And then I'll drill a couple of holes here, and we'll be on the road. Okay, we'll meet you over at the, I think I'm going to put the thing in the vise to cut it, so we'll be over.